Tiny, what is advanced goal setting?
All right, I call it advanced goal setting. To simplify it, is once you've done goals for 20 or 30 years, you don't need to write them down in one sense and break them all down, okay? Where if you want that red Ferrari for $156,000, you need $52,000 a year, $1,000 a week, $140 a day, and if your wages are $50 an hour, you need to do 3 hours extra each day for 3 years, okay? So that's basically a goal broken down to what you have to do daily. Advanced goal setting is something where you basically go, okay, this is what I'm doing next. And because you've had 20 years of breaking everything down to exactly what you need to do, your brain automatically just starts it, okay? One of the decisions I made was 15 films over 15 years. So I didn't have to write down that, okay, I've got to learn how to be a director, I have to learn how to be a producer, I have to learn, you know, I didn't write it down and break it all down. I just basically said, yep, this is what I have to do. And one of the things that I did do was say, okay, I need in one night to write a script or write the skeleton of a script that nobody else has ever seen. So everybody says, okay, that's impossible, all right? In my mind, it's very easy, it's possible, because I told my mind that's what we need to do. So of years of putting everything together and studying and, you know, working things out, your brain basically goes, okay, I've given my brain the ability, I've given my brain the lessons. So it took me till about 1 o'clock in the morning to come up with an original script where everybody else went, oh my God. And I just sort of went, well, no, because you've said it. You've opened your mouth. Your brain just does whatever you say you're going to do, you know? And if you've got years of doing, as I said, those little things all the time correctly, and just consistently pushing it, it's just a normality. It's just like it's an obvious, well, here you can do it. We'll put the trailer in of the actual film so people understand the story of it. The film is being shown here in Serbia in a couple of months. But as I said, it's advanced goal setting. You basically decide, your brain has already broken everything down within seconds of what you have to do, and then you just go off and do it. You just don't have time. I mean, I could have written down everything that I needed to do, needed to learn, needed to understand. That would have taken me, you know, weeks just to, you know, write it all down, break it all down. Advanced goal setting is we just do it, you know, and the brain will catch up. But I didn't want to waste those months, because all of a sudden then you have to wait until you get the experience of being a director or being on a set or being no, I mean, I'm very happy with what we did, what we achieved for our first film. So advanced goal setting is somebody basically who's done 20 or 30 years of it. A lot of athletes have it instinctively because they've done, you know, 12 years or 8 years of, you know, broken down every single thing they have to do and what they have to eat and all that sort of stuff. So they've just changed it into a business model. You know?
May I ask you, because you talked about your first film,
yep.
Have you ever been in the film industry before?
No.
Doing that?
No.
So jumping in.
But basically you jump in, you don't, you jump in, it's called jumping in the deep end. Mm-hmm. You don't put your toe in and say, oh, you just jump in and say, okay, whatever's going to happen. And, you know, if it ended up failing as a film, I can live with that as well. You know what I mean? It's basically, I'd rather have done it and failed than not done it at all.